Cool, all right, here we are, week three. This is where we get a little bit more fun. We're gonna get into kind of integrating full body movement now with the feet. So before we do any of that, we're going to review the past couple of weeks stuff, okay? So we're gonna start with just our standing in alignment kind of thing, okay? So get those feet lined up. Make sure you have the knees slightly relaxed. Make sure in the middle, you're in your center of gravity. And then remember what we added from last week is we're gonna kind of externally rotate the hips. Yep, just hang out there. We're not gonna hang out here for too long, for about a minute. Betsy, you make the best faces. I know, it's unfortunate, it really is. That would add to the whole spice. They would. They'd be here. Just I would put that face right on like the marketing right there. This is what your face will look like after doing this. Yeah, before, but after. This is your face after. Oh. How's that feeling? It's a practice, huh? Yep. All right. Good. Betsy's just like, well, it's good. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the calf stretch. I'm gonna spend about 30 seconds on each one here. Not too long, because we got these going. But see where you're at. You should at this point be getting your foot to go further forward, ideally. Or working on it. Remember, throughout all these, you want to breathe in and out through the nose and just get really relaxed as you're going through these. Remember, with the calf stretch, you should feel it, but it shouldn't be overwhelming. And just let everything let it go. Just let it go. All right, we're going to switch to the other side. Take it easy over there. Well, that's left calf. I must have been working this one fun today. This one feels a little more stretch going on. How's that left side? Yeah. Well, come where you're comfortable. You don't have to be. All you need is a stretch on it. Just a little bit of stretch. It doesn't need to be a killer. So if that's where you feel the stretch, you're golden. Golden. Squeeze the ball. All right, cool. So now we're gonna go into loading the foot. Actually, sorry, I lied. Can't forget the soleus stretch, I'm sorry. That would be a travesty. So you're gonna bend the knee now. Yeah, back to the first foot. And get the knee bent so you can get more of that soleus. Let that knee come forward. Okay. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, it only needs to come as far as it will let it. Because that will get the soleus. And so this one shows you this is more, since the soleus doesn't cross two joints, it's only just the one joint, just the ankle joint. So it shows you that if the knee can't move forward with this, it's the soleus, not the calf, really. Yeah. So it gives you a good diagnostic tool. All right, good. We're going to switch sides. Surfing in the USA.
Nope, it doesn't work. At least I tried.
Yep, that's the key. All right, and good. All right, let's take that off. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our foot here. Gonna load the foot. We're only gonna spend about 15 seconds each area here. How's this been getting over the past couple weeks? Tissue getting any more tolerable to the ball?
I am using a dog toy that I found.
Yeah.
It has all like little balls.
Spikes? Yep, that adds a different level.
I think it feels
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move into the middle. And remember with this, when you're moving with this, you're trying to keep an alignment down here, the same alignment that we started with. And just breathe. Good, and moving to the back, kind of right in front of the heel. And remember, you're keeping that heel down. I like that sighing, Betsy. Nice sigh. All right, good. Go ahead and switch sides. Put that foot on the ground real quick. Just see the goodness that feels there. Let your body be aware of the goodness. Awareness is a huge part of this. Good. We're going to move into the middle. No, your foot just needs, more practice on it. And we're gonna move towards the back. No, it just means those joints have a harder time moving, that's all.
Did you ever see the old Star Trek where there was this rock formation that kept moving around and yelling pain?
No.
I was listening.
Which one was that in?
It was the original Star Trek. They had to use concrete to
That's
repair the,
that's freaking hilarious. I don't think I've seen that one. That's awesome.
Spock was
I'm gonna have to go look it up on YouTube now. I'm sure it's right there. It has its own clip. Rock, pain, Star Trek.
Porta.
Yeah?
Porta. And Spock mind melded, and all he kept saying was, hey!
That's freaking awesome. All right, we're gonna stretch the top of the foot now. Yeah, be careful of that hard floor though. Could be unforgiving. If it doesn't bother you, it's fine. And let's go ahead and switch feet. Remember, we're going through this kind of abbreviated, but you can spend a lot more time on each one, and you can spend more time on your favorites. That's usually your favorites, yeah, the ones that hurt the most. It's like I need that one the most. I know, I see that. Have you tried the sitting position at home to where you sit down and try to put the foot under?
Oh, I've actually been manually moving it back and forth. I figured that's just,
You can do that too. Yep. All right, good. Next one we're gonna do, we're gonna spread the toes. This is everyone's favorite, wasn't it? No?
I showed this to Erin and I told her what you were doing. She says, you can do that?
I know, that's how I was telling her. I was like, yeah, she can spread her toes. I was like, at first I was gonna have her not do it because I didn't think, but then I should have assumed.
But I can't put them down.
Yeah.
Up and down. Except for this one, forget that.
The left one. Left one's a little harder. We need a little more love for that one. You gotta stop calling it useless. You gotta say, you're the best foot on the planet. So now we're gonna lift just the big toe up.
See, mine not bad,
I know, try to keep the other ones down if you can. You might get some cramping and that's cool. It's good. Just gonna hang out here for a second. Then you're gonna lift up the second toe.
And the first
You'll keep the first one, yep. Try to lift up the second and try to keep the other ones down. Best of your ability.
one. I do this manually too.
And try to get the third up. practice. And now try to get them 4th and 5th. Yeah, you gotta really like mind meld with your toes. Like, yep. So bring the pinky toe back down. 4th toe. 3rd toe. Yep. 2nd toe. And 1st toe. Woohoo, that was some work on those feet. You should feel that, right? You feel that? Feel that work in there? Yeah. Woohoo, that was good stuff. All right, now we're not gonna, just for time's sake, we're not gonna go into but the quad stretch and the hamstring and the double calf stretch right now because we got some more fun to go because we got the bases of those covered. But remember, you got those, the quad, the ham, and the double calf stretch. So what we're gonna go now is we're gonna do hip hiking. So we're gonna learn to actually properly hike our hip as part of a walking cycle. It's kind of useful. So there's 2 ways we're gonna do this. We have the foam block, okay, which you kind of hear. So your leg can kind of drop down, and then you're going to hike right there, which is kind of like a squeezing of this. Okay, that's one way to do it. The other way is you kind of lie on your side. You can kind of relax right there, and then like that. It's the same thing. So let's practice, let's play with that. And I'm just gonna come over and just look and see. So keep that knee, you're gonna keep that knee straight. Yep. And you want the hip to kind of like let the leg drop on that side. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to bring the hip up and kind of like that. Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Let it come down. Mm-hmm. Keep that knee straight though. Mm-hmm. And then hike it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just like that.
Yeah.
So
right, yeah.
I know we're practicing it. Don't you worry. Yeah, use the support. How is that on that side?
Yeah, fine.
All right, I'm just gonna come and just assess from behind too and see. Because what you want on this is you want to make sure. Yeah, it's perfect. You want to make sure.
The balance sucks. But.
Yeah, that's part of it. You want to make sure the back doesn't do any like weird rotating thing where it kind of goes like that, or like your back extending. It's supposed to be all this nice, straight hiking. And ideally on something like one of these foam blocks here, or something like that that can elevate you. What's that? Yeah. And you're gonna spend, and you can hold up there too, which is gonna really challenge it. And you can do some holds, you can do some quick just activations. You can play with it. It's definitely good though to just kind of hold it up there and get those muscles through there kind of supporting your hip. All right, so that was the hip hiking. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some hip rocking with some foot variations. So, yeah, you can get on the, if you want to, I bet you can get on the table for this one, that will work. So, right now in this first one, the feet are gonna be kind of flat like that, and we're just gonna kind of hip rock like this. Hip rocking is a developmental movement, and we're gonna use this to tie our hips, upper body, and feet together. I'm gonna show you well, there's variations, but it's in the same position here. But you can do it on the table though. Table, like as far as like they hurt on the knees, or? Because it should be pretty cushiony on there. That's fine. So you're gonna rock where you got your range of motion, just kind of rock forward and back.
Then I start toddling forward, right?
Yep. Go about here forward, and then just come as far as you comfortably can back. Don't push it. Just go to your level of comfort. And then what we're gonna do is, if you haven't yet, we're gonna switch the toes under, sort of like that. Okay. So yeah, work with what you got. This will help them actually get under more. And this is really tying everything together on this. Now the other thing you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the heels out. And you'll be on like your small toes.
No, still leg hooking.
We're working on it. And then the last one, we're going to kind of turn the heels in and get more on the big toe. That works pretty well. Yeah, exactly. So one thing you can do is, yeah, if you're having a problem turning kind of the heels out, is you can use some of like the hamstring, the quad stretch, and the double calf stretch to kind of work with that. All right, good, excellent. So now the next thing we're going to play with is some head and kind of eye movements. Again, this is going to coordinate the top down to the bottom. So we're going to be here in this position like this. You're fine if you're right there. Betsy, you can be right there. As far as you comfortably can go back. And we're going to look up, leading with the eyes, and we're going to look down. And the eyes are controlling this movement. So it's going to be almost like a vertical panoramic. Then once we've done that a few times, we're going to look over the shoulder. Same thing, nice panoramic. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some even more fun to this. So now we're going to come to a standing position. We're going to mimic our gait pattern. So you start with the right foot forward, left arm kind of up. So this is a very exaggerated gait. And what you're going to do is you're going to look up and look down. And you might notice your balance start to waver. Yup. This is going to challenge you in this right foot forward gait position. Then we're going to add in looking over the shoulder. Does it seem like it would be that difficult? But this one's pretty fun. All right, good. We're going to switch sides. And what you'll make note of here is make note of one side's harder than the other. Yep. Make sure you're aligned. Same thing. We're going to look back and down. Good, and start looking over the shoulder. To the neck? Yeah. This will help open up your neck a little bit too. It's a nice thing. All right, good. Excellent. Take a little break there. All right, the next thing we're going to add in here are crawling variations, okay? So we're going to pretend we're a baby. The first thing we're going to start with is a cross, just a simple cross crawl. Now, if you have a problem with your balance on this, sitting, you can do the sitting. Yep, perfect. You want to make sure you're touching with this because that gets both hemispheres of the brain to communicate when you're getting the opposite limb contact. Again, this is simple, but it's going to be really powerful for your whole body movement. Good. So that's one crawling variation. Now, the other one is we're going to get on the ground. We can do some baby crawling. So baby crawling, you're on your hands and knees. You're looking forward, and you're just going to crawl like this. You don't have to do this one here. You'll crawl forward and back. And you can also crawl side to side. And if you don't have much space, you can kind of go in circles on like an axis in the middle. The other thing you're gonna do is the same thing that you did kind of with the rock, is you're gonna play with the foot positions on the crawl. So kind of pushing off like that. Also turning the heels out, playing with that. This is gonna light up your hips in all kinds of fun ways. Yeah, exactly. And you can turn it in like that. It's gonna work with a bunch of different muscles and get you connected from head to toe. All right, you got this next one, Betsy. Bird dogs. Bird dogs are next. So bird dogs, you're gonna kind of work with your anterior part of your body and the posterior part of your body. So this is gonna kind of get your posterior chain, opposite shoulder to opposite hip. You wanna make sure you get a nice straight line through there. You don't want any of that. And when you come forward, you're gonna come here. Now, if you cannot connect the elbow to that, you're just gonna come with the palm of your hand like so, until you can. And again, make sure you're breathing here and really feel the contraction of those muscles. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. What's spasming? Hams? Magic. That'll happen over time, because if you practice it with just getting your palm there.
It's just like, I feel like no matter,
So
arms are so short.
that can be part of it. Part of it can be like the hip, like being able to, like the flexion of it, like how far can you flex it. The other part is it could be, you can get tension in the mid back that will restrict it too. But overdoing this, like this should, and actually improve that. And remember, you got varying anatomy, so it's not the end of the world if you can't get the elbow there, as long as you touch it with the hand. All right, next thing we're gonna do is dead bug, dead or dying bud. It's on our back. So you got two variations. I would start with this one here, but there's also this one here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of bring your tailbone towards the ceiling, which will slightly bring your back down a little bit. And the most important part is gonna keep constant tension on the core. So for this, you're gonna go opposite limbs away. Like so. And if you're doing it like this, it would look like this. And just keep that neck relaxed if you can. You look like a dying bug. I know, that's fantastic. From all this effort around the foot. It's making you sweat. The hamstring loves you, doesn't it? All right, ready for the last thing here? This one's gonna make your abs burn. So we're really gonna try to connect the abs to the foot stuff here, okay? So this one, you'll bring this leg up, opposite hand under. This one can kind of just relax. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of come across like this and reach the elbow towards the knee. What this is doing is just, again, getting awareness to the chain here. I mean, you could put it like that. You could work with that. This isn't a sit-up. What we're trying to just do is just to get familiar with the neck, head movement, to the core movement. It's more of an awareness tool. It's kind of a Feldenkrais tool. And it's all about using your abdominals to bring you up. That's why you have the hand under the head there. And you'll start feeling those abdominals light up. Good, we're gonna switch. So you'll bring the other leg up, and now we're gonna go straight forward. Nope, you're gonna bring the other leg up now. Instead of crossing, you're just coming straight towards the other leg. Keep the same hand, yep. You just notice a different impact on the abdominals. All right, good. So keep that same leg up. You're just gonna switch hands now. And now we're gonna repeat and come across. What you want to notice here is if one side feels harder than the other, it feels like it's working more, anything like that. All right, gonna switch legs. And good, take a break. How's it feeling? Huh?
I mean, I feel my abs working, but it almost feels like I just can't connect the elbow.
Oh, you're not supposed to connect the elbow to knee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep, no. Because you're not supposed to come up that high. So yeah, it's just all here and just about there. Yeah, so you're not trying to like bring anything like that, yeah. Yeah, so you're totally good. No connection for this one. This is all just about getting that anterior chain kind of working. Because with gait pattern and with all that, and just with like hamstring flexibility, getting this working and everything tied together, helps all the back stuff loosen up there. So that's the purpose of that. All right, so that's it for those. That's a lot of fun ones to work with though, aside from today. Now, the fun thing you can do with this is we have all the other ones, right, that we did over the past couple of weeks. Now you can kind of start integrating them. You don't have to follow them in the exact order. You can be like, I want to use this one, and then I'm going to use something like the hip rocking, or maybe the head movements after, or crawling, or you can do some of the core exercises as like an activation. So you can think, as far as using this integratively, is I'm going to do one of these kind of releases. Let's just say I'm going to do the calf. Then I'm going to do the bird dog as an activation. So now you're thinking more, now you're getting to the point where it's going to be more holistic in nature. So you release that and then you activate, because a lot of times the calves will be tight because the glutes are having a hard time activating. So you'll loosen those up, and now the glutes can get through their range of motion and do their thing and activate. And you'll get that activation through the bird dog, which is also going to connect shoulder to opposite hip. So that is, your gait pattern. Then if you're going to the flexor core activation, which is this one right here, you can think this one is now connecting the front side. So you can do a different release and now connect the front side. And then what you can do for fun is you can go through all your initial week 1 assessments of like toe touch and stuff before and after, and you can reassess that and look for the improvement, see which ones, now you can start picking a little bit, see which ones improve your movement the most, and you can work with those more. Because this gives you like a whole toolbox, but you don't have to always use each one. You're just gonna work with the ones that work best. And you wanna work on your weaknesses of certain foot movements, or like if you can't feel like this can't stretch or anything like that. All right, any questions on that? Should be able to practice that at home all right? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so that's it for this week. Next week, gets even more fun. It's going to build upon this, and we're going to get into more of the a little bit more of the integration, but also more of the strengthening aspect of getting a little bit more weights and things like that to put more load through the body. So this is kind of like the natural progression you want. You want to start from where we started in the foundations there, and then move your way kind of through integrating the whole body movement to finally strengthening it. Because you strengthen it first, that leads to like dysfunction, because you're strengthening something that's already usually dysfunctional. So you got to kind of open everything up, get the motor control back through the nervous system, and then strengthen that and build from there. All right, so that's it for tonight. Signing out.